Okay. Show.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
Now clear your minds. Note what scares you.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Kill you all. Drive you crazy. Kill you all.
What's blood for is not for shooting.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains.
Your suffering will be legendary, even in hell.
The blackest eyes. The devil's eyes.
Look at me, Damien. It's all for you.
When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk here.
Well, a boy's best friend is his mother.
Why do you eat people?
Not people. Brains.
The boogeyman is real, and you found him.
Sometimes that's better.
Welcome back to the Skewered Universe Podcast. My name is Jeff.
You know, Leiann sucking your mama's dick. What the fuck is wrong with me? I don't care. I had a vision. I started to go with it. I backed down at the last minute. Welcome to Skewered Universe.
It's been a while since you've done this, isn't it?
It's been so long.
So yeah, Leiann is back.
Yeah,
and
can't tell.
It's February, and around here that means First Watch February.
Oh boy.
So yeah, you were in charge of picking the movie this time.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, how have you been, Leiann?
Existing. I'm fine.
Just that ADHD existing?
You know, I'm doing the best I can.
I think you are. And I think you're doing a damn good job of doing the best you can.
Yeah, except on the days that I don't take my Adderall and then I sleep for 48 hours straight.
Yeah, there is that, but I mean, what else are you going to do? Force yourself to try and do stuff while you're a zombie?
It wouldn't even be a zombie. It would be passed the fuck out.
Yeah, we don't need that.
No.
We don't need that.
No. I've already passed out once.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
No. I mean, it was for me.
Not for me. You want to know what me at the height of an anxiety spiral looks like? Shit.
I don't know what it looks like, but I sure know what it sounds like.
True.
Because I was blacked the fuck out.
Yep, you were snoring.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a story for a different time. Is there anything you've been watching, reading, I don't know, just doing in general that's interesting that people might want to know about?
No, I've been existing, sleeping.
Okay.
I watched the Cat Williams thing.
Oh, the new comedy special?
Mm-hmm.
How was that?
It was really good. It's really funny.
Nice.
Clever as always.
Since he's the one that's been telling us one of the ones that's been telling us about every fucked up thing that's been going on. Yeah, the state of the world right now is beyond fucked.
And he's the only one that's not surprised.
He's like, I've been telling y'all. Y'all didn't want to listen to old Cat Williams, but he was ringing the bell. Plenty of people were telling us a bunch of shit. Anyway, everything that we've learned in recent weeks, that can be a whole other podcast, but that's not what we do here.
What have you been watching, listening to, reading?
I've been listening to a podcast. One of the guys from Drunken Zombie that I used to listen to way back in the day started a podcast with his friend Rhett, Wes from Drunken Zombie, for anyone who may have been listening to that. They do a Generation Video podcast. So basically they go through, watch movies that maybe one of them hasn't seen but the other has, and vice versa. And then they'll go through the plot of the movie and then kind of go through what they call the bonus features, which is like any behind the scenes little info and stuff. It's a really interesting format, and I'm really liking it. And plus, getting to hear Wes do another podcast is great, because I always loved him on Drunken Zombie. So there's that. Listening to all the other podcasts, trying to listen to all the other podcasts that I listen to, because that's pretty much it. As far as watching stuff, I've been trying to get my ass caught up on AEW, because I'm like 2 weeks behind now. I was over a month behind at one point. And that's not fun. Because then you go on social media and everybody's posting everything. It's like, okay, well now I just got to see how that happened.
Yeah.
But it's my own fault for falling behind. So I typically don't mind spoilers, and it's my own fault if I go on and see them. As far as wrestling goes, if it's movies, I think we've already talked about that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, nothing else aside from going on YouTube and watching tech videos, computer videos, learning more about the state of AI data centers fucking up everyone's desire to build computers or desire for just fucking clean water. So that's fun. But yeah, not a whole lot else.
Yeah. Hey, do you remember that one episode that we did for the Velocipaster?
I do.
Well, first of all, it's my favorite episode.
It's a really good one.
It really is.
It's really good.
So, before we watched the movie, you had a list of other options.
Yes.
Do you remember what those options were?
Off the top of my head, no.
The main one that sticks out for me was called Come to Daddy, because it sounded like a porn. And then you were like, it's got Elijah Wood in it. I was like, oh shit. Now I actually want to watch it. So, would it be okay if we watched that tonight?
I think that's a good idea.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're going to be watching Come to Daddy from 2020.
Yeah. It's me. Norm. I got your letter?
I never thought I'd see you again.
How long has it been?
A long time.
A long time, yeah.
I realize I know nothing about you.
Boy, your mom really doesn't talk about me, does she?
Oh, really? Mom, hey, it's Dad. He's not how I imagined him. He's not used to having people around. Dad, why did you ask me to come here?
I don't want to discuss it.
I need to know why you sent that letter.
I gotta take a crap.
I know what's happening.
You got no idea what's happening here. Ever been in a fight? I once kicked the guy's ear off.
I got this theory. Bad guys have eyes that look like razors.
You have to kill him? I'm not a murderer.
You just killed somebody 5 minutes ago.
Who knows? Maybe we'll end up being best friends.
Come here. Come to Daddy.
Everything I looked up said 2019, but Amazon Prime here says 2020.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys want to watch along, it is available on Prime if you have that. If you don't, I think it's available on Hoopla. You can rent it anywhere. Or, because corporations are fucked, maybe you just go acquire it through other means. I'm not condoning it. I'm not condemning it. Do as you will. You have free will. ... for now. Oh yeah, we're going to do Come to Daddy. Well, we're going to watch Come to Daddy. I don't think we should do Come to Daddy. That's just weird. I don't want to... Never mind. I'm not going there. Anyway,
Don't look in the basement for my big fat end. I've listened to our episode way too many times.
Well, just on a side tangent, the Velocipaster is your favorite, and you have another one that you listen to, right?
Well, I have like a group of favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Like Slimeball Bolorama is one of them.
Nice.
God, there was one of them that was a cheesy 80s one.
Demons?
Possibly, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are good ones. Those are good ones. I had a lot of fun with those, especially Demons. It's just become one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
There is a sequel to Sorority Babes in the Slimeball Bowl-orama, but after watching a trailer...
I don't want to watch it.
It looks like they were trying to recapture lightning in a bottle, but so many years later, and...
I'm not sure what lightning they were attempting to catch, because it was not the greatest movie.
Oh no, it's not the greatest movie, but there's a level of cheese where you're like, you know what, this is good. Plus, Linnea Quigley was the best part of that entire film.
Yeah, and also, like, something that's bugged me about our Velocipaster episode is that I say it's Kevin Nealon from Whatchamacallit, and I don't know why. I get Kevin Nealon and What's-His-Face mixed up, and I don't know how to stop it.
They have similar features.
Okay.
I mean, when we put them side by side, you're like, I don't see it, and I'm like, no, it's there, trust me. There are very similar features, so I can understand it.
Yeah. So I was wrong. It was not Kevin Nealon.
I'm sure everybody was like, oh, there's probably somebody else out there who thought the same thing. Guaranteed there is somebody out there who heard that and was like, it's not Kevin Nealon? No, but that's okay. I mean, you can't know everybody.
And plus, you know, Come to Daddy was like one of the second. I think I had 3 different options. I think it was Come to Daddy, Velocipaster, and The Thingy. And we both went Velocipaster.
Vivarium, I think, was one of the options back then, too, and then we did that later.
Oh, yeah. I think so, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I believe it was.
Because that's when I said the Vivarium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, we covered that one later. So if you want to hear what we thought about Vivarium, go check out that episode. I don't know the number, but you can find it. It's available. I don't know if you want to listen to it. But
we were great.
Yeah. I mean, the movie, you got to listen to find out what we thought. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to give that away for free, even though this show is for free. Anyway, so Come to Daddy. And how are we going to watch this?
We're going to do it our famous interstellar interstitial style. Interstellar interstitials.
I love that you did that. Thank you. That is amazing. Yeah, so interstellar interstitials. If you're wondering what that is, because this may be your first time, listen to this.
What are interstellar interstitials? This is a rather different movie review format where Jeff and Leiann will pick a movie that neither of them have seen or at least one of them has not seen. Then, they will watch the movie in real time, breaking every 15 minutes to give their thoughts on the movie to that point. At the conclusion of the film, they will give their final thoughts, recommendations, ratings, and discuss any interesting information about the movie in general. Now back to your regularly scheduled podcast already in progress.
So anyway, Leiann, should we jump into the movie?
Yeah. It's
all right.
Foggy in here.
All right, we're going to start the movie. We'll be right back.
It's intermission, it's intermission. It's intermission, it's intermission.
Ice cream, candy, lemonade too. And there's a hot dog waiting for you.
The popcorn's popping and it's ready to go. You know all the great food is stealing the show.
Get up out your seat and get yourself a tasty treat down at the snack bar. Snack bar.
Pardon me, boy.
Yeah, baby.
Will you take me to the snack bar?
You know what I like. Everything's ready when the first meal's over. Nothing like a pizza with a ice cold cola. Get up out your seat and get yourself a tasty treat down at the snack bar. Snack bar.
It's intermission, it's intermission. It's intermission, it's intermission. It's intermission, it's intermission. It's intermission, it's intermission.
Get up out your seat and get yourself a tasty treat down at the snack bar. Snack bar.
It's intermission.
All right, so we are 15 minutes in to Come to Daddy.
Yeah. It's uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable.
Yeah. We open with Elijah Wood's character showing up, making a trek.
So he travels by bus. He gets off the bus, which kind of reminded me of that part in Demon Knight where the demon tries to get on the bus.
No thanks, I'll catch the next one.
Yeah. So when he gets off the bus, I get that. I'm like, oh, that reminds me of Demon Knight. And then he just starts hoofing it.
Yeah, going through
with
these
his luggage,
woods.
his hat.
His hat, looking like he stole it from one of the children of the corn, searching for he who walks behind the rose.
Yeah, he looks like a dork.
It didn't get any better, because when he lost the hat, you see that haircut, you're like, oh, that was a choice, wasn't it? Oh.
So he gets to his dad's house. The really ornate door.
Yeah.
Pretty door.
It's this house, like, up on a seaside cliff. It's, like, the only house there.
Yeah.
It's very awkward as soon as he shows up, because...
His dad is giving off just this really weird energy. He's either not enthusiastic enough or too enthusiastic.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck is going on?
It's just, from the moment he opens the door and Norval, Elijah Wood's character, is telling his father, played by Stephen McHattie, it's me, Norval. I got your letter, and his dad's looking at him like...
He's just standing there, and he's like, so I got the letter that you sent me, telling me I should come over. I'm your son, Norval.
And for a split second, they cut to the dad's face, and it's almost like he's not, like nothing is clicking, and then he just grabs him and hugs him. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, okay, there's that too enthusiastic you were talking about, Leiann.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's just them trying to catch up. Norval saying, oh, your house looks like a UFO out of the 1960s.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go to take a picture together out on, was like a patio area.
Yeah.
And Norval takes out his limited edition gold phone designed by Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Which already, once that says, you're like, oh, you're that type. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And his dad knocks it down into the rocks and the ocean below.
I am telling you 100% intentional.
That's what I'm thinking.
He's like, let's get this out of the way right off the bat. No phone. Bye-bye.
And I think we can pick up on that, but I think Norval is...
an idiot?
Basically, yeah. Yeah.
His dad is like... Oh, no. He asked his dad, like, so what did you do for work?
Well, before that, they were talking, because they come back inside, and they're both, like, getting ready to cook dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And his dad's asking, well, how's your mom? He's like, well, she's not great. And he goes, oh, well, I don't even remember what happened there, because it just got really, really weird.
He said, does she ever talk about me?
That's right. And he says no, and then he goes, well, isn't it weird you're still living with your mom at your age?
Mm-hmm.
He goes, well, I've had a rough go of it. And then his dad out of nowhere goes, do you sleep with her?
It's like, what? And he goes, do you sleep in her bed? He's like, no? And then the dad starts laughing.
Laughing, and chucks a piece of meat from across the room into a hot skillet on the stove. And is just cackling. It's like, what the fuck? And then now this is where he starts asking, like, okay, what'd you do for work? And he goes, oh, so your mom never talks about me?
No.
No. Again, no.
Well, apparently he was a limo driver.
Yeah, drove a big black limousine. It was...
Award-winning.
Award-winning.
Oh, I've been in some limos.
Yeah, Norval.
Fucking dork.
I'm
kind of a big deal.
He's talking about how he's kind of a big deal in the music business. And he's like, do I DJ? Yes. Do I make blazing beats? Yes. Do I...
tinkle the ivory?
Yeah, tinkle the ivories. I'm like, that's not how that's said, but this gives us a clue as to what you are. And he's just like, yeah, I know, Kendrick Lamar and Chance the Rapper are some of my closest allies. And then Elton John discovered me, and he's like a father to me.
Reginald.
Reginald. He keeps calling him Reginald. It's like, you pretentious little fuck.
Seriously.
And keep in mind, I like Elijah Wood. Great actor. This character, he has played him so well. I'm like, Norval is a pretentious little shit.
Oh, trust me, he's very good at playing unlikable characters. He was in that one show about the dog.
Oh, yeah. I never actually watched too much of that.
So annoying in that show. Great show, but his character himself was super annoying.
I need to go back and watch that, because I heard people say it was really good.
Yeah, it was.
I'm going to have to go back and see that. But yeah, that's where we're at now. He's
telling his estranged father that Elton, a.k.a. Reginald, is like a father to him.
Which is probably not the right thing to say for a guy you're seeing for the first time in however many years it's been.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, already things have gotten awkward. Like when they're eating dinner and he's like, oh, do you want some wine? He's like, no, I have alcohol dependency issues. And his dad goes, what's that?
Well, because he's being a pretentious prick.
Yeah.
He means he's an alcoholic.
Exactly. All he had to do was say, you know what? No, I'm in recovery for alcoholism. That's it. Instead, he's like, oh, I have alcohol dependency issues. When his dad goes, what are you talking about?
He goes, what is that? It means I'm dependent on alcohol? Like a geek?
Well, turns out he was so far down the rabbit hole and so deep in the bottle, he thought about killing himself.
Yeah.
Which he showed this very faint, kind of small scar, so it's more like you wanted attention more than...
kind of what it sounds like.
Like, it was a cry for help and attention, and not so much like you wanted to check out.
A little bit, yeah.
Because isn't it, they say, like, one way is for attention...
No,
that doesn't really hold true? Okay. So urban myth kind of thing is what that is.
Well...
Okay. Misinformed.
Intent has nothing to do with how it's cut. Some people know how to cut, some people don't.
And some people just do it for the attention and... Mm-hmm. Almost like a reverse Munchausen thing, it sounds like. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Norval tried to kill himself, quote unquote.
He said he ran a bath, wrote a note.
And he almost fucking succeeded. It's like,
the look on his face right now is so obnoxious.
He's so obnoxious. And I know that the description of this said it's horror suspense, and I also saw it's like dark comedy. I'm already finding humorous moments.
Yeah, I can see the comedy aspect.
But there's a part of me where I'm like, is Norval going to be the one to pay the price for something? Because he's coming off like he should. I mean, not only is he pretentious, you can tell he's been very coddled. Mm-hmm. His mom was probably giving him everything he ever wanted, probably grew up very well to do, and now he's in the music business, quote unquote, as far as... It just seems like he's got a trust fund that never runs out. Mm. He seems like that type. Like, oh, my limited edition gold phone. Shut up. Just shut up. It's that, or he's the type that lives beyond his means. Like, they're the people that go, oh, I just got the new BMW, and they're leasing it to the detriment of their bank account because they can't make the payment every month if they buy food, so they go without buying food to keep the car because they want the status symbol. There's two ways this could go, and that's the two sides I think we're getting at, but we're only 15 minutes in. We have no fucking clue what's going to happen.
Nope.
So
let's get back to it.
All right. You listen to this, and we'll be right back.
Your attention, please. All new Hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
All right, so we're back from another 15 minutes. Oh, boy. So we left off talking about how Norval was bragging about knowing Elton John. Mm-hmm. And so his dad, Brian, as we learn, goes, what a small world.
I have a feeling that's not his dad.
That's what I'm thinking, too. But, goes, small world. I'm also close friends with Elton. Oh, Reginald. You know what? Let's call him. It'll blow his fucking mind that two of his best friends, Brian and Norval, are father and son. And Norval starts freaking. He's like, don't call him. Yeah, you probably shouldn't call him. He told me not to call him after 8. He's like, well, he told me to call him anytime. Night or day. Doesn't matter.
Meanwhile, he's pissing his pants.
Norval is like, don't call him. Please don't call him. Please don't call him. And then Brian's like, basically called his bluff and was like, yeah, I knew you were full of shit. I don't know him either.
Yep.
So, maybe stop bullshitting.
If you want to impress me, what did he say?
I like fight stories.
Yeah. Have you ever gotten in a fight?
Norval goes, no.
One time I got in a fight, beat them all up, accidentally kicked his ear off.
You can see straight into his skull. It's like, what the fuck? And then he goes, yeah, it's crazy. Night. And then just walks away. And Norval's like, what the fuck?
So now he's terrified of his so-called dad.
He can't sleep that night. He's wide awake.
He keeps hearing him talking to somebody.
As he goes to get water and he's hearing like, oh, well, we've got him now. We can use him as leverage. So we can get what we want. And he's like, what? And then he hears, oh shit, wait a minute. So he runs back to his room, hops in his bed like a coward, instead of confronting his dad.
Or just be like, who are you talking to?
Yeah. You see his dad open the door and check on him, walk away, and Norval's like, what the fuck? Then the next day they're out on the deck. He's like, so why did you send me that letter to come here?
And he doesn't give him an answer.
No answer.
Pretty sure it's because he doesn't have an answer.
Yeah. He's pressing, he goes, his dad goes, I gotta go take a crap. And then we'll go for a swim. It's like, okay. They show him on the beach. They both start running towards the water.
And his dad psychs him out.
Yeah, Brian stops right at the edge. Norval keeps going. He's out there swimming. They show him just kind of floating, enjoying the water, and then something just goes flying by his head, like a rock or something.
Yeah, like a big rock.
He sits up in the water, and he's like, what the fuck? And looks, and his dad is just standing on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Not moving, just straight up and down like a pole.
Staring at him,
not moving. So we cut to that night after Norval has a bath on the deck, which I thought was weird, but whatever. And Norval calls his mom. He's like, this is very hard. He's not what I was expecting.
This is awkward.
And it just sounds like she's like, well, just keep trying, please.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, so then they're sitting there and he's like, hey, I really need to know why you wrote that letter. And his dad's like, just fucking drop it.
Mm-hmm.
And Norval's like, well, no, I don't want to.
He said, no, I don't want to fucking drop it. He said, what did you say to me? I said, I don't want to fucking drop it.
And that starts a whole thing. Brian's telling him to fuck off. And he's like, no, I won't. Tell me about the letter. He goes, fuck off. And then he starts telling him he dresses like a woman and he's got a vagina. He sticks rats up his vagina. And just starts calling him a cunt. Repeatedly.
Please don't call me that.
Well, I call a spade and a cunt a cunt. And you, sir, are a certified cunt. Like, Jesus Christ. And I have to say, the actor playing his dad, Stephen McHattie, plays a drunken person so well. Like,
yeah.
This is exactly how you would imagine somebody who's drunk and irritated just going off.
Mm-hmm.
So they keep having a back and forth, and Brian leaves the room. Norval sits down, and he's like, okay, he's trying to breathe and relax.
Yeah.
Opens his eyes, and there's Brian sitting there across the room with a fucking meat cleaver in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And a look in his eyes that says, I'm about to have you for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Norval freaks out. He's like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, I believe the term is called filicide. He's like, oh shit, okay, fuck. He starts getting closer. Norval's like, okay, what the fuck? And then his dad just stops.
Keel's over. Dead.
And the first call Norval makes is not to 911. It is to his mom. Like, I think he's dead. He just died. We were having an argument, and now he's dead. He's like, okay, I'll see you Friday. Huh?
Yep.
What? Then he calls the coroner's office and goes, yeah, my dad just died. After grabbing a blanket and putting it over him. And I like the brilliant touch of his dad is laying there and his arms are still up in the position from when he fell.
Yeah.
One still, like, in the grip of how he would hold the cleaver. I'm like, huh. That's an interesting little, like, okay, he's already starting to stiffen up and everything. That's...
Yeah.
Because it definitely looks like some time has passed before he's called this in. But that's where we're at now, is he's telling somebody his dad has died. Oh my god. What are you thinking so far, Leiann?
I'm enjoying it. I like that I don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah, I have no idea. But I am with you. I'm thinking that's not really his dad.
Mm-hmm.
As it seems... Oh, that's what it was. That's what I missed, is when Norval was asking, like, why'd you write the letter? He goes, oh, I know why, because you were drunk when you wrote it. Mm-hmm. That's all you were, you're just a drunk. And he's like, oh, but you can't handle your liquor.
You can't handle being a dad. And he got mad at that. He didn't like that.
He did not like that at all. And that set off the huge argument when Brian left the room and then eventually came back with the cleaver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even when he goes, come to daddy, I'm like, ooh, ooh, no, no.
No, thank you.
Like, neither of these people are likable in any way.
No.
And I think that kind of works because you don't feel bad that this guy keeled over, but you also wouldn't feel bad if Norval got in trouble for it and they convicted him of killing this guy in some way. You wouldn't feel bad either way. But I'm interested to see where it goes. It's definitely keeping my attention.
Yep.
So what do you think? Jump back in?
Yep.
All right. We'll be right back.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Shit keeps getting, I don't know if the word is intense or just weird.
Weird.
So, cop came out to look at the scene and then started like going, I need you to tell me. Did you promise me you're telling me the truth? And Norval nods. He goes, no, you can't just nod. You have to say it out loud. So he goes, I promise, I'm telling you the truth. Because he told him, he said his chest hurt and he just fell over and he was dead. Which is not what happened, but, Then the cop starts going off about a theory about Norval doesn't have raisin eyes.
And he says, I believe you.
Yeah,
because you don't have raisin eyes. And he's like, what the fuck? He goes, I have a theory. Goes on about this theory about how killers have raisin eyes. And how he doesn't have raisin eyes, but his dad does.
Yeah, just looks at his dad and he goes, now your daddy did have raisin eyes. Like, what? What exactly? The guy's like, okay, well, the coroner will take it from here. And it's like,
I can burp on command if it'll make you feel better.
He's like, no, I don't want
No, thank you. No, thank you.
The guy does it anyway.
Right in his face.
Right in his face. I don't know about this guy. It just seems like he's maybe the only one around there. Or he's just the worst cop they have. And they're like, you go handle the thing out there.
I don't know.
So we see the coroner comes out. And she's like, okay, well, they're going back and forth. And he's like, yeah, he called me a rat fucker. She goes, well, then I guess it's good he's dead. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. Is that wrong to say? And he goes, yeah. She's like, oh, again, I'm sorry. He's just like, it's okay. So they get him in the van, and she's like, okay, I'm going to take him back. I'm going to drain his blood,
fill him up with
him,
the juices, bring him back.
And bring him back here. And he goes, wait, what? She goes, yeah, well, we're flooded in town, and there's a storage issue, so we got to bring him back here.
Yeah.
Just until we have a place where we can put him. And your family makes arrangements to do whatever. It's like, okay. And I believe this...
Like, you have really kind eyes.
Has anyone ever told you that? He's like, no. Of course nobody's ever told him that. Of course nobody's ever told him that.
But the what's-his-face said I didn't have raisin eyes. She goes, what?
What the fuck are raisin eyes?
Fucking idiot.
Fucking idiot. Which is what they were like, thank you, at least somebody else is calling it out. But then I believe this is the first night after he starts hearing some
metal banging.
Oh no, he was out on the beach first.
Oh yeah, and then the random
you hear like a twig snap, and then this store bag is blowing around.
Mm-hmm.
He grabs it, he's like, this is weird.
I'm not near a store.
Yeah. Goes inside, and then he's hearing these metal banging. After he heard the twig snap and saw the bag and was like, hello? Anybody there? It's like, you don't announce yourself. You get inside, you lock the doors, you barricade yourself, and you try not to let anybody know where you are or protect yourself.
Yeah.
So he's hearing this banging going on.
I don't know why he wouldn't search every inch of that fucking house.
Exactly. There's already weird shit going on. I think it's the next day, she's bringing his dad back so they can store him. And she's told him, like, oh, you don't even have to look at him. He'll be in a black bag. It'll be fine.
It keeps unzipping.
I did not notice that.
Yeah, it keeps unzipping. That's why you put the thing over it, because it keeps unzipping.
I didn't even know. I'm just sitting there looking at it going, is it going to move? And then he puts the blanket over it. I'm like, I didn't notice it was unzipping. Okay, I have to pay more attention. It's not like I've been distracted. I don't know how I didn't catch that, but that makes sense why he would cover it.
Mm-hmm.
So as this is happening, she's like, are you going to be okay here? He's like, yeah.
Probably.
But then, it keeps unzipping. More loud metal clanging and banging. And he's like, hello? What's going on?
Like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to have a drink.
Next night he starts drinking. Because he wakes up, is starting to pee, and looks out the window, and there's somebody in the woods staring right in the window at him.
Mm.
Like,
But of course it's so quick, you're like, was it a figment of his imagination? Probably not.
Yeah, because he hides behind the wall, and then looks back, and there's nobody there. So then that night he sees the bottle of wine, and he's like, well, fuck it.
Yeah.
Starts drinking, he's out on the beach peeing and laughing, he's listening to music. And now he's drunk calling Gladys the coroner.
Yeah. That's not going to go well.
No.
She's asking him, is there a problem with your father? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, this... There are moments where this movie makes you uncomfortable, and this is one of those moments, because you're like, oh, what is he going to do? Mm-hmm. What is he going to do? Ugh. So, yeah. Really good performances from everybody. I mean, even the guy playing the cop was like, you're just like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Raisin eyes? What? And then he's like, these are just my, hallucinations on the raisin eyes. And it's like, you're not even making any sense, dude. You're just trying to sound a lot smarter than you are. But, yeah, very interesting, very weird. But I'm still curious where this is going to go.
Yep.
So, shall we get back to Come to Daddy?
Let's come back to Daddy.
All right. And you guys can come back after this.
I'm the Dairy Queen, won't you come with me along the milkshake way? I've got lots of good surprises, fresh and yummy for you every day. There are malts and shakes and sundaes too, whenever you stop. And of course your very, very favorite, the cone with the curl on top.
You don't have to just dream about Dairy Queen. Your favorite Dairy Queen treat is a refreshing reality at your nearest Dairy Queen store.
All right, shit just keeps getting more intense.
So it turns out it's not his dad.
No, but we'll get there, because he called Gladys. Mm-hmm. He's like, I need you to come over. And she's like, no, you're going through a rough time. And he's like, please, I just need you to come over. We can hang out. We can sleep together. Clothed if you want. And she's like, no.
Don't call me.
Don't call me outside of business hours. Goodbye, Mr. Greenwood.
Mm-hmm.
Hangs up, and he's like, okay. He gets mad. He bangs the phone 3 times. Phone receiver 3 times. And then hears 3 bangs back.
Mm-hmm.
Is going, okay, that's odd. So he bangs the phone receiver 2 more times, and hears 2 bangs in the same sequence, and he's like, okay, this is fucked up. So he goes in, unzips, pulls the blanket off the body bag, unzips it, and starts yelling at, presumably, who he believes to be his dad, asking, are you doing this? Are you doing this from beyond the grave? What the fuck are you doing? Of course you would be doing this. Calls him a cunt in his drunken rage. Then lays down next to him and is like, I have something to tell you, but I think it's going to make me sound like a bad person. And then do you remember what he said right then? Because I don't, because so much shit has gone on.
He didn't say what it was.
He didn't say what it was? Okay. Falls asleep next to the body. Wakes up the next day, the body's head has turned to be looking at him.
Yeah.
And he just casually pushes the head back, gets up, zips up the body bag. And I believe from that point, he was hearing more of the clanging again, right?
Yeah.
He was laying in his room, and then he looked over at the wall and noticed there was like a cutout.
Oh, yeah, that happened.
So he goes and pushes in this piece of wood and realizes there's like a cubby in the wall. Pulls out this box, and there's an old baseball mitt, looks like some other like collectibles.
Album.
Comes across a photo album. He's looking at go, oh look, there's
pictures
Mom.
of my mom.
Oh, there's pictures of me.
Who the
and
fuck
then
is
it
that?
says Dad. And he looks at it and is like,
He puts it next to the dude's face, and he's like, that's definitely not him.
Yeah. And then here he starts hearing more clanging, more banging, and he's trying to figure out where it's coming from. He's walking around, and he realizes it's coming from the center of the living room. So he starts moving the furniture away, throws the rug off, and there's a metal hatch in the middle of the floor.
That's always a good sign.
He opens it, grabs a flashlight.
And that's it. No weapon, no nothing.
He gets down there and he's looking around and he hears a voice go, Norval? He's like, what the fuck? He goes, Norval, is that you over here?
And it's his dad.
It's his dad, Brian, chained up and beat the fuck up. He's like, who are you? He goes, it's me, it's your dad. Listen, in the next 90 in the next 90 seconds, your life is going to change forever. People are going to show up, and you're going to need to kill them. And he's like, what? And then they hear somebody upstairs. He goes, go close the fucking door right now. Norval goes up the ladder, closes the hatch, come back down. His dad goes, here's what you're going to do. You're going to pick up that dumbbell. You're going to go hide. And when he comes down here, you're going to come out and you're going to bash his fucking head in. He's like, no, I can't. He goes, no, that's what you need to do. Otherwise, they're going to kill the both of us.
And then the guy comes in, and he's a weirdo.
Very much a weirdo.
And he's taunting the fuck out of his dad. He's got a pen that's been dipped in fecal matter?
Yeah, his own shit. He covered it in his own shit. Proceeds to tell him, like, once I stab you with this, it's going to sting a bit, and then it's going to bring on an infection that's going to kill you unless you get help. And it's going to be a slow, painful thing unless you get to the hospital right away.
If you tell me what I want to know, I'll make sure you get to the hospital.
And his dad goes, I already told Gordon, it's all gone. And he looks to the left. And the guy goes, oh, you know how I know you're lying? Because you looked up to your left. And that is a tell. I've read articles on body language.
Wow.
Nobody in this movie is smart. I think the coroner is the smartest person in this film.
Yeah.
And she's like, you know what? I don't want any part of this fucking shit.
But of course, the dad fucking... Oh, no, the guy stabs the dad.
Yeah, he stabs him.
A couple of times.
Yeah, and his dad's going, kill him, fucking kill him.
Fucking kill him. And it's like, dude, oh my god.
And the creepy dude backs up and is like,
Are we not alone, Brian?
Yeah, and Brian's like, come on, do it. Norval's in this little closet, holding a dumbbell, like, just petrified, not moving.
Yep.
And it's like, what the fuck is going on? But now, this makes sense, because not too long ago we were watching part of this, and I mentioned to you, I said, what you said about that not being his dad makes even more sense now that he knocked the phone out of his hand, accidentally, supposedly, to destroy it. Because he was like, yeah, take a picture, send it to your mom, tell her how we're doing. And then he knocks the phone down to break it. It's like, oh, yeah. Because the second he would have sent that photo, kind of like The Visit.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, those aren't your fucking grandparents. Who the fuck are they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would have been one of those moments, but they were like, no, we're going to make it seem like he's just a drunk, clumsy person. Yeah, this... I was like internally squirming the entire time. He's like, this pen is covered in feces. My feces. I'm like, huh? Or he called it excrement. I'm like, okay, gross. And he's like, I'm going to stab you with this. Like, oh, God. And especially as someone who went into the hospital severely septic, it's like, nope, 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 that's a death sentence. Fuck that. So, yeah, good times. Good times. So I think this is a fair point to jump back into it and let them listen to this bumper while we watch another 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, son of a gun! It's refreshment time!
15 more minutes down, and the proverbial shit has hit the fan.
We're learning more about what's going on.
Yeah, so Norval is unable to kill the guy who stabbed his father with the poo pen. He hits him with the dumbbell, but then gets kicked right back into the closet. This guy goes, you know what, fuck this. I'm going to be back with a little friend. And then it's over for you guys. So Norval goes over to his father and he's like, so who's that guy that beat the shit out of you? He goes, oh, that's my best friend Jethro. He goes, so why did he do this? He goes, he has his reasons. You ever pick a lock before?
He's like, yeah, once when I was a kid. Okay, what happened? Well, I had the key, so it turned out I didn't need to do it. It's like, okay, thank you for that riveting story about something you can't do.
Yeah. So his dad tells him, okay, break that pen that I got stabbed with, then grab the long thin bit, okay, stick it in the lock and start moving it in a circle. And they're having a conversation. He goes, okay, you know what, that's just not going to work. You're going to have to dislocate my thumb.
Yeah.
He's like, no. He goes, no, just do it. Just pop it back.
But he does it. Crack.
He does it. His dad tries to get out. He goes, okay, you're going to have to dislocate my index finger. And Norval's like, I don't want to do it. He goes, I abandoned you as a kid. Think of this as your revenge.
It's like, okay, crack.
This time did it with no hesitation.
And then he's like, shit, I still won't work. Whatever will we do? Norval fucking follows the chain up, follows the chain up, follows the chain. Oh, that's where it starts. I could just unhook it.
It's just on a ceiling hook. It's a bit of like, he just looks at it like,
really?
And even the dad was like, you dislocated my thumb and finger for no fucking reason. Okay. So he gets him free. He goes, we got to get out of here. They get upstairs and they're talking and Norval's like, okay, before we go, I need to go use the bathroom. Is that okay? He goes, well,
one or two.
No, 1 or 2. He goes, 1. He goes, make it fucking quick. We got to go. So he goes in and there's some dude sitting on the toilet taking a shit.
Yeah.
Turns out this may have been Dandy.
Yeah.
So this guy starts chasing Norval, throwing him around. Meanwhile, he's still got toilet paper stuck in his ass. And he's getting the best of Norval.
But his dad's like, you gotta kill him.
You gotta kill him.
And she's sure enough.
He gets thrown to the ground after a chunk of his hair is ripped out. And what does he see on the ground next to him, Leiann?
I don't remember.
It's a barbecue fork.
Oh, yeah.
And so Dandy has no pants on because he got up from taking a shit, and Norval proceeds to stab him.
And his legs are kind of open, like in an A stance.
Yeah. It's like a power stance, kind of.
Yeah. He just takes that fork and just jam.
I've never seen that before in a movie. And you know what?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that happens, and then Norval sees a roll of plastic wrap. Like a brand new, tightly wound roll. It starts beating the shit out of the guy's face. He's knocking out teeth. Wraps the plastic around the guy's head. Knocks him down, and then just bashes his head in. So all you see is more red coming through this plastic mask that this guy's wearing now, and it's splattering on Norval. He finishes that. He goes and gets cleaned up, comes back out, and his dad's like, okay, so we gotta go. Let's get out of here. They're making their way out, and then they hear a car pull up, and here's Jethro come back.
Mm-hmm. And
he gets in his trunk.
Got a friend.
Yeah. He pulls out a crossbow and lights the bolt on fire. It's like, whoa, wait, what the fuck? So Norval and his dad are hiding. And Norval's like, what are we going to do? I just realized my luggage is in there with my address on it. If he finds it, we're screwed. His
dad's like, well, you gotta
kill him. His solution to everything is you gotta kill him. He's like, I'm not a murderer. The guy goes, you just killed somebody 5 minutes ago.
You're a part of this, so is your mom.
I do it, but... And he kind of holds up his hand. You see the finger and thumb kind of flop. He's like, can't really do anything. At this point, Norval goes and hops in the trunk of the car. I don't remember why he did it. Was he just trying to get away?
No, it was so that he could follow him back. Get more information. But as he's driving, you hear him making a phone call.
Oh, Jethro.
He's like, yeah, hey, remember me? I was the guy that was in the corner watching. So I need a session because I'm really stressed out.
It's like, what the fuck?
You know, his son, what the space Norval has to hear that.
Oh, yeah. And, we didn't even touch on the fact. This whole thing started because his dad, Jethro, Gordon, who was the guy that Norval thought was his dad, who's dead in the body bag upstairs, and, toilet paper ass Dandy, they were all a crew that kidnapped the richest dude in Thailand's daughter and held her for ransom.
And that's how he was able to afford the mansion.
Yeah. Norval's entire life.
And you called it. You said he's a trust fund kid. You called it.
I just thought. I was like, he does... So his dad goes, how do you think you're able to live in that mansion in Beverly Hills with an unemployed mother? He goes... So my whole life was funded. He goes, by a kidnapping. Yeah. He's like, okay, we can move on now, right? You put the pieces together. His dad's very matter of fact. Like, okay, I've told you what I did. Now, can we please get the fuck out of here?
But then also Norval's the type of person who's just like, oh, okay, there's a logic behind it. Okay, let's do it. You said I have to kill that guy? Okay, I guess I gotta kill this guy. I'm waiting for Gladys to save the day.
That's kind of where my head is at. Mm-hmm. I'm waiting for him to have to call her again. And her like, I told you not to call me. And he's like, there's an issue with my dad. Something to get her over there. Something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's not the cop that talks about raisin eyes.
I hope so. I really want him to come back in the picture. We need more of him.
Oh, man. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we do need more of him. Forget what I said. But yeah, we've got 23 minutes left.
I say let's just finish it out. Are we going to do spoilers?
I think we can. This is a 6-year-old movie.
Yeah.
6 years old. So, yeah, we'll finish it out. We'll come right back. We're going to spoil it. So, if you're listening right now and you haven't seen this, and you've been listening to this point, go watch the end of the movie. If you've been watching along with us, finish it, then come back to us. If you haven't seen the movie at this point, fair warning, we're spoiling the shit out of the end, so listen at your own risk. So yeah, we will be right back.
Oh, the time is now, the time is here. Now's the time for a bite of cheer. A tasty light where the price is right. Well, look here, you'll dig this sight. The moment's handy for a piece of candy. Just name your brand, they're all so grand. Hey, what do you think of a nice cool drink? Or a big box filled with a popcorn thrill? Let your taste buds meet with an ice cream treat. Refresh yourselves, it's time to eat. So come on, folks, let's join the band as we all head for the refreshment stand.
Just like that.
Everyone's dead.
Dead. Basically. So,
where did we leave off?
It left off where Norval was in the trunk and Jethro was driving away.
Yeah. That's kind of where the action starts.
Yeah. So we get to the destination. We're not sure. We know it's at some location. I think he said it was a motel when he was on the phone with Precious.
Yes.
So he gets out. Norval opens the trunk and sees Jethro going into a motel room. So he climbs out, goes to the front seat of the car, grabs the crossbow, accidentally triggers the thing and fires off a bolt randomly into the night. And then he sees like a little, what was it, like a Jeep or something? It was like a Jeep or one of those smaller, I couldn't tell you exactly what car, but I knew somebody who had one. It's Precious. He sees her go to the door, so he runs up and he's like, hey, are you a prostitute? And she's like, what the fuck? She's immediately like, get the fuck out of here, I'm gonna rip your nuts off. He goes, look, whatever he's paying you, I will triple it. All you have to do is leave the door open when you leave. She's like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, all right, he leaves.
He goes around to the front desk.
The front desk. He tells the guy, like, I want to rent a room. The guy's like, yeah, we're all booked. There's a geological conference.
AKA swingers.
Yeah, and he goes, just a bunch of flabby people. Just
flabby sex people.
Flabby sex people. It's like, but we do have a family unit that's down the road a ways. You could rent that. He goes, no, I'd really like a room here. He goes, again, as I said, we are booked. So unless you want to rent the family unit, are we going to continue to do this or what? And Norval goes, okay, yeah, we're done.
He's like, I'll be back later. The guy's like, yeah, okay, sure.
He goes out. And he's trying to figure out a way to get into this room. And he notices a car that has a license plate that says Jugs, which is the same magazine that the clerk in the front office is reading.
Yep.
So he goes back and he goes, hey, there's a suspicious-looking woman out in the parking lot. He goes, okay, I'll entertain you. What exactly is a suspicious woman? He goes, well, she's, like, really hot. And he goes, okay, hold on right there. I'm going to let you know I'm somewhat of a titty-holic. And he slides the magazine at him. He goes, so the next question... And Norval cuts him off and goes, if she was in the store buying a bra, she'd be in the section for double D.
Mm-hmm.
The guy goes, okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to go check this out, make sure everything's okay. He goes out. Norval goes and grabs the big key ring with like all the master keys for the rooms.
And also the
little stick, the receipt poker thing that they throw the receipts on.
Mm-hmm.
So he grabs that, takes out one of Jethro's tires, and then takes the key and tries to get into Jethro's room. Well, he can only open the door so far because the top security lock. Yeah, the chain lock is secured, and all he hears is, yeah, harder. They're just, Precious and him are going back and forth with, he's like, shuts the door. He's trying to figure out what to do. Well, he finds another room, unlocks it, goes in, and there are 4 people just passed out on this bed.
Naked.
It pans over, there's some dude in a chair. There are 2 naked people here, and then there's a dude just legs open, and there's his cock. Just there's like, no, yeah, he's Winnie the Pooh in it. So Norval's like, okay, I gotta sneak by to get to this door because that room was directly connected to Jethro's. So he's making his way to the door. He almost knocks over a bottle of like vodka or something, but catches it.
Of course.
Puts it back after stepping on a used condom, which was gross. And then as he takes another step, he turns on the TV, which proceeds to wake everybody up in the room.
And turns out they're all Russian
and don't speak a lick of English.
Chaos ensues.
They're trying to figure out what he's doing.
And
he's trying to unlock the door still. The door ends up getting knocked open because these people kind of like push against him. They force the door open. And as they get in the room, they see Jethro is laying on the ground and Precious has him like in a chokehold. And he's like, harder, harder. And they're like, what the fuck? So Precious yells at Norval, like, I told you, you little fuck. And she grabs him.
Like, this is private.
And she grabs him like with one arm behind his back, and she's got the other around his neck, and Jethro's like, hold him right there. And he grabs the little pokey thing that Norval dropped, tells him, you're going to die here. And then I'm going to go find your mom, and I'm going to kill her. Is there anything you want me to tell her? And Norval goes, tell her I love her. And Jethro goes, matter of fact, I'm going to tell her that you don't love her.
Bastard.
Bastard. Jethro's,
that whole exchange.
It's like, this is where the humor comes in, and it's well timed throughout this entire film.
Yeah.
So Jethro stabs Norval twice in the abdomen with the receipt poker, and then proceeds to shove it through the left side of his face, through the cheek and out the mouth.
Lindemans it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And he falls down. We're presuming, oh, he's dead, because Precious is like, I think you just killed him. And Jethro's like, no, it wasn't me, it was you. You squeezed the life out of him, you dumb bitch. This is all your fault. I watched
you.
Like, I watched you do it. And she's like, you're a psychopath. So he goes off insulting her about being a prostitute and putting guys in headlocks to get their rocks. I was like, you were just doing that. And two, it, like you said, it's consensual.
Mm-hmm.
So he leaves. Precious is like, I don't know. She's just kind of cradling Norval there. The Russians are freaking out, trying to ask what's going on, but they don't speak English.
911.
No one's calling 911. Norval comes to.
And he just continues on with his mission.
He gets up and goes out. Jethro is in his car, inputting the address for his mom's house that he took off the luggage tag and put it in his navigation, his old ass like Garmin.
But he doesn't realize that one of the tires are slashed.
No.
And so he just drives off.
And we hear a crash. So Norval follows this out of the crash. He's still got this receipt thing sticking through his face.
He just leaves it there.
He walks by the main office. The guy kind of looks up. The clerk that was working there just kind of like, whatever. I'm not going to go after this. Norval sees the crashed car. And there is a big sign through the windshield. This big like arrow sign for like the place that he saw the bag from earlier. This is the sign for that burger place, apparently.
Yeah, anyone who would have been in the driver's seat would be severely fucked up.
Yeah, but there's nobody in the car when he gets there. Mm-hmm. But he grabs the luggage tag. Then he looks up the road and he sees Jethro just kind of slowly walking.
Slowly making his way. And you're like, well, that's not good.
Yeah, so he catches up to him. And the way it's shot is we're seeing the left side profile of Jethro, and Norval is next to him.
Norval can see the damage that's been done, but we cannot.
And Jethro's telling him, like, I need you to listen to me. I'm going to tell you everything right now. He's very calm. It's like, okay,
this is
really
important. You need to listen.
Your mom was a prostitute. That's how she met your dad, because we all used to, he goes, I fucked her once, but I couldn't keep my erection because at certain angles she looked like Michael Heseltine. It's like,
and then
what the
me
fuck?
And you were both like, we get that, it's not a good thing to be referred to as looking at like somebody with this name. Yeah. But then he goes, and in case you're wondering,
Michael Heseltine is a British politician from the 1980s.
And we're like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
And then after he says this, they cut to the other side, and we see part of the right side of Jethro's head has been shorn completely off, exposing his brain.
So think of like Silence of the Lambs with the head, except instead of being on top, it's like off to the side.
Yeah, it's just a perfect like slice taken out of like an angled side of his head.
I don't remember
on the right side.
Which movie that was, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Hannibal. The Ray Liotta scene where he took similar to that, but not the entire head, just like a diagonal chunk off the right side.
We're like, oh shit, okay.
And he turns and he's looking at Norval, and I don't even remember what he says at this point.
Basically, he didn't say anything of real substance.
Yeah. So Norval, just looking at him, pulls this poker out of his mouth finally, and just casually sticks it into the brain.
Right in there.
And Jethro goes, Arthur! And then just slumps to the ground in a seated position, and Norval walks off.
Literally the best death scene I've ever seen in my entire life.
He just pulls it out and is like, you know what? I'm going to turn you off.
And it was, I died laughing.
It was so
funny.
It was, again,
so casual,
it's something I've never seen.
So gentle, so soft, but then you just see his brain just turn off.
It's just, and then he just goes, Arthur, and just falls. It was literally like if you've ever seen something just get shut down and the power go out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, think of like one of those wacky inflatable arm flailing tube men things, And if the fan cut off, it would just slump down. That was Jethro at this point.
Yeah.
So Norval just continues on. He's just walking.
He's on a mission. He's going to keep walking. He's going home.
We see him. He pulls out the letter his dad wrote him. And we hear the narration of his dad writing the letter. I wanted you to come see me, this and that. We see him in the forest taking a break. He gets up, makes his way back to the beach.
He's looking pale as fuck.
He's not looking good at all.
You see the house off in the distance, and you're like, oh no, he's not going to make it back to the house, is he? Oh no.
And you see his dad laying there on the beach. And at this point, you're like, okay, this is the second dead dad he's come across.
Laid next to.
He lays next to him and proceeds to go, I have something I need to tell you. I think it's going to make me sound like a bad person.
And then he drops a bomb.
Proceeds to tell his dad that he never let his mom get over him. That any man she brought into their life, he drove them away because he held on to the hope that his dad would come back and they would pick up where they left off.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I need to know why you wrote that letter.
Because that's like his whole thing, right?
Yeah.
He needs to know why. And then what happens?
He asked him twice, I need to know why you wrote that letter. He says, Dad, no response. We cut down to their hands on the beach, and his dad just slides his hand over just enough to touch the side of Norval's hand.
And you can see the coloring of Norval's hand is not good for a human being. Like, that's not good coloring.
It's not good at all. And it cuts to Norval's face. It goes to black. And the last thing we see is a clip of a home video. From Norval's perspective, we're seeing this stuffed tiger. And I forgot to mention, this tiger Norval found in the closet when he pulled out the blanket to originally cover who he thought was his dad in the beginning. It turned out to be Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
He looked at the tiger and then put it back. Kind of like he recognized it. Now I'm seeing there was some recognition, and he was like, oh, well, he held on to this. I'm going to put it back.
Mm-hmm.
So we see him as a child from his perspective. He's holding this tiger. And then he looks up and sees his dad, throws the tiger to the side, runs to his dad, and that's where it ends.
And the thing is, as he's walking up along the beach and he sees the house in the background, I mentioned that's his heaven. He's walking toward his heaven, which is his dad.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out that was exactly right.
Yeah. And it was a good ending.
It was a really good moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of you out there might be like, well, that seems like a happy ending. It's really not.
It isn't, but it's as good. It was as happy as it was going to get.
It gives him the closure he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Because while he didn't really get the answers to why his dad wrote the letter to him,
it didn't matter.
It didn't matter because they were reunited finally. And his last thought was picking up where they left off, where he was 5 years old and his dad was there smiling, ready to pick him up in a hug.
And both of them were experiencing their last moments, and it was together.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am very glad you chose this.
Yeah, me too.
This movie was great.
I don't know how it's a horror. I would say thriller.
I think the horror comes from the amount of gore, the type of gore.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
The ball stabbing is very visceral.
Yeah, true.
The plastic wrap head bashing is pretty visceral.
The thing in the brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those things there, I think, is where they're like, hey, it's horror.
Got it.
Oh, I do not want you. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I'm getting a pop-up on the computer to restart, and no, I don't want to open the browser. So I apologize. I'm doing this live on air. I'm going to go to settings and try to pause this update because I don't want to restart. Schedule restart. Tomorrow. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so you guys heard all that. Otherwise, we would have lost the recording, and that would have been it. Anyway, what would you rate this? If you had to give it out of 5 partially damaged heads of Jethro, how many would you give it?
Out of how many?
Out of 5.
Out of 5, I would give it a solid 4.
That's right about where I'm at.
Yeah.
I think this does have rewatchability.
Not for me.
Not as something like you can put on like, oh, I want something on. You could probably put it on in the background. But I think like this being like a once a year, if you had friends over and you're like, oh, I need to show you something. That this could be one that you really expose people to.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
It was very suspenseful.
Suspenseful, yet they broke it up with humor in such a way that was really well done. And Elijah Wood, once again, is proving why.
He was so unlikable. He was perfectly unlikable in the beginning. And then by the end, I was like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. He did what he set out to do. Mm-hmm. He's no longer a person that has to make shit up to be impressive. He's killed people. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. He has nothing left to prove to anybody. He winds up being likable.
Yeah. By the end, you're like, okay.
He's human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at the beginning, you're like, you are very shallow, you are superficial, you're pretentious, there's nothing there. And then once everything is kind of laid out to him, he's like, oh, okay then. Guess it gets real now. And you're kind of rooting for him there in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you on that 4. I would... Anyone who hasn't seen this, if you're still listening, I recommend you go see it. And for those of you that have seen it, you know what? Let us know what you thought. Send us an email, skewereduniversepodcast@gmail.com. Let us know what you thought of Come to Daddy.
Come to Daddy.
The way that line was delivered was like, ugh. It was ominous yet creepy. Like, ugh. Yeah, it definitely a good choice. I'm glad we circled back to this one.
Yeah, me too.
Since it was brought up in the Velocipaster episode. Before we give all the other information, do you have anything else you want to say about the movie?
No, I really liked it.
All right. So as far as getting this show, we're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music. You can go over to our YouTube channel. You can watch stuff there. I've put up all the shorts, because we are no longer on TikTok. If you've been paying attention to the news, you'll know why I left there. We are on UpScrolled, so if anyone's using that, I don't have the handle information with me right now, but I can put it in the show notes. Yeah, you can also head over to Podbean, where we are hosted, or you can go to skeweredhead.com, where you can get all the links to our social media, Facebook, Instagram. I drew a blank there for a second. Threads. UpScrolled's not up there yet, but I don't think there's an option because it's fairly new, so I'll put that separate in the notes, like I said. And yeah, and then every other Saturday, I'll address that in a second, I do Tales from the Podcast, and we're having to adjust the schedule just because of JB's work, so we're going to be going every other Saturday. And starting on February 14th, Valentine's Day will be the first of this new schedule. So we'll be doing a show then, and then 2 weeks from that we'll do another one, and so on, unless things change later down the line. So every other Saturday we'll do that show at 5 p.m. Eastern Time? No, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes we go sooner than that, so maybe go to the Tales from the Podcast YouTube channel and subscribe so you get alerts, or you can, I don't know how much longer people are going to be on Discord, but you can join the Discord. And if you go to talesfromthepodcast.com, you can also find our video game, Tales from the Podcast, the fucking video game, a retro-style RPG where you take control of myself, NJB, and another person we used to have on the show, Ron, and go through the game trying to prevent some asshole from making another shitty horror film. It's a lot of fun. There are horror references, pop culture references. The currency in the game is Pogs. What more do you want? So check that out. $10 gets you the game. If you want the in-game cheat bot access, that's another $5, and you can send that via PayPal, Cash App. All the information is at talesfromthepodcast.com. And you know what? I'm going to give a little tease for next week. Because the next time that you hear us, or hear me anyway, because Leiann will not be on that episode, I have a guest coming on.
Who is it?
It is someone I know from the Sickos Club. You can head over to www.sickosclub.com to find out more about that. His name is Antoine Raphael. And if you've listened to the show Sit Down, Shut Up, and Mark Out, you have heard this man on there plenty of times to talk about upcoming pay-per-views, review stuff. Most recently, he was talking with Blade Daily about the retirement of Hiroshi Tanahashi. He's going to come on the show, and we are going to be talking about 2025's Sinners, which I am excited about because I have not seen it yet. So that's the next episode after this one. So, Leiann, you got anything you want to tell the people before we sign off?
So good, Dick.
And keep enjoying that universe that's just a bit skewered.